but I don't know about that. Yeah, so we are live. Yes. So basically this is my first stream about what I'm doing right now. So let's get started. And the first thing which I am trying to do is that a bit of the history. So this is okay. Let me turn on the reverse downloads. Yeah. So the thing is, I made this very minimal STM32F765 board, and it has very minimal design. The thing is, it has the MPU 650 and the PWM RX input and the GPS UART, then the barometer and the magnetometer. Now the thing is, this device, this motherboard is used on the drone, and I'm building somewhat similar to Px4 architecture, but let's see. And the J5 is the ST-Link for ST-Link connection. There is a 3.35 volt regulator, and then what I'm trying to do over here is adding support on the Px4 firmware of my custom board. And what I have tried so far is I'm following this porting guide. But before this, if you are new on the system of NutX, you should start learning NutX getting started STM32 guide. Not this one, the official one. This one is a blog written from some guy, but I should suggest you should start with the quick start guide. Quick start. So this one over here. Oops, what the heck. Yesterday it was working, I think. Okay, let's remove this, and then documentation, then okay. So yesterday I was doing some kind of thing, running and doing some things with the NutX, but there was some problem, and I was in touch with some NutX guys, they were doing something with the board. That is not on the list, I guess. Let's go to the NutX GitHub, and I will show you what I mean. It was closed issue. Never mind. Let's leave it there and get here. So these are some things which you have to do. This is unnecessary, but what I am doing is, every time you do kconfig frontend is a very useful tool for NutX. So I suggest you to install using the source. Although they provide some package manager on Ubuntu, they provide from the package manager, but the thing is sometimes it get delayed, and you will stuck with some errors since you are compiling NutX from Git. So maybe some things will be changed, and those things will be changed on NutX kconfig frontend also. So just start with the main Git repo. Now there are some checklists which they have disabled, like this one, gconf, qconf and nconf. Now yesterday I already installed using this method, but today I am going to enable the qconfig. So let's okay, now the thing is, let's go to the photos. Camera. Okay, now I will show you how the board looks like. So this one is board, and I have attached the ST-Link over here. So I think it's a cloned version of ST-Link. I do have this Nucleo board, but and we can do some external ST-Link debugging by removing this jumpers over here. I have already removed them. If you don't use them often, you can directly plug it them like this. So here you can see I placed them, and then on 5 power as well. So now I have put all the jumpers on their position. This is my main motherboard, and it does not have anything on the board at the moment, because I am trying to do one thing is that I have a couple of modules of sensors. So what can I do is, to save some money, I can directly push these modules on this motherboard like this. So all the modules will be plugged in like this, but what I am trying to do is right now just porting Px4 on this board. So that's the main goal. Now what I have already done is I have already configured this NutX, and now I have learned to set up NutX, compiled this, but not able to upload in my current board since there are some configurations which I have to do, something like hello world or some other programs. But before that I will try to do this. So let's get this running, and I want to first uninstall the previous version. Yeah, now we'll install this newer version like this. So all I have to do is configure. Now they have disabled the disconf in the NutX qconf. Now here they have enabled this, so we have to reconfigure that part. Now after enabling, is there anything? Okay, nconf is also enabled. Now let's compile, and what I have done here is I have added prefix home local so that I don't have to install it system wide, which I don't like, since if we use the sudo command it will create some kind of problem in the system. So let it be compiled. Okay, there is some issues, could not find qt5 headers. Okay, so I think this one over here is getting us a problem, and how can I install that? There are no guides over here at the moment for Mac. I think I should start this one on the Linux. Okay, so qconf is not included. Let's Google this. Mac. I think I should run this command on Linux, but okay. documentation is a bit a mess over here. So one thing what we can do over here is let's go to the nope. There is no documentation how we can install the dependencies. Config contents, config Mac. Maybe no. Okay. For chicken, let's leave it there. I guess that's not necessary. I thought it may be necessary, but I don't want to waste my time over there. Let's reinstall that thing. Let's check out my YouTube. Okay, so I think I maybe has to change to YouTube Studio. Oops. Okay, now make install. And it will be installed again. Now these are installed in the local directory, so I don't have to worry about other things. And now I have created another board. Let's look into this. What I have done is I have created the same thing over here, like the Px4, and copy and paste and do necessary configurations. Now it's compiling. I think we are in big trouble. I don't know about that. let's pause it over here and menu config. So menu config is the Linux. We are how we set up the Linux kernel. We can do build setup, we can do lots of other things like board selection, and then select custom development board, and then custom board configuration. What are the configuration? Custom board LEDs, custom board buttons, like that. Now let's exit. Now if you want to specify the board chip, so we can do that also in the system setup. Then we will go to the STM32F7 chip selection, and all the chips will be there. Currently I have selected only STM32F7, so all the chips will be from the STM32F7. And why is this helpful? Because we can directly see how many chipset are available, and what are the compatible chipset we can select for our flight controller or any other application from NutX. So that is very good decision. Now I don't have to change anything. And then what the documentation says is now again we will go to here. Now close this documentation. Now make install has been done. Bootloader, you will need a bootloader, blah blah blah. Now make sure you have working development setup, yes. Now source code, you can you can build an existing source code. So what I have done, I have already cloned this version, but I don't think so. I have cloned this one, I guess. Okay, so maybe this one is different than Px4 Firmware, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's look into that also. What I have cloned is I have cloned a Px4 Firmware, and this one is Px4 Firmware. Okay, so I think they have changed the name of the repo, I guess. Let's look in the git show git. What was the command to git show origin master origin URL? How to see git repo URL? Okay, I think git show URL git remote -v. Yes. So currently I have cloned this one. I think this one is renamed. They have changed the name of the repo, I guess, because I do have this firmware version. Let's open this one and see where we are redirected. Yes, they have renamed the version, the name of the Px4 autopilot. Okay, that's the good name, I guess. Everyone will be now clear about the autopilot, Ardopilot, and Px4. Now they have seen that only we need to do is make. So what I have done was right. Only Ninja. Now Ninja will compile everything for us, and we will just have to sit. Now of course I am streaming from the same machine, so it will take some time. Now this crap, I have to disable something first. No issue. Security. Now system is going to kill. Allow anyway. What I can do is master. Okay, sudo. I do have some workaround for this. Yes, 1 2 3 4. Now let's compile this again. fans are blasting. Okay, there are some fucking errors. I think I don't know what are these errors. Alignment 1 2 1 2 3 2. What the heck? I haven't done anything. These kind of things I hate it most, because when we don't do anything, although it start making some kind of stupid errors. So final existing plus this one, manufacturer name and mode one, default make. We have done the exactly same thing over here, but what we haven't done is changing what required. So it's getting us a couple of errors. Let's compile this again using. So in this terminal, if I change the terminal, I have to again do different things. Now let's compile this one over here. Now let's leave it there and let it compile. The couple of things about NutX is a very cool project. When I started learning about these RTOS things, so what is NutX? NutX is basically a POSIX RTOS, and I have heard people talking about that if you code for Linux, if there is any code which runs on Linux, will run on the NutX as well. It's not like the same binary will run, you have to recompile it, but the source code will remain same, since the entry point for /dev directory will be the same. And yeah, so on the Raspberry Pi, let's talk about the Raspberry Pi. If there is any I2C or there is any UART, so you will find those kind of thing in /dev/I2C, right? I don't think Mac will allow that kind of crap, but let's see, ls/dev and I2C. So on Mac they will not allow, but if you are on Linux, you will find those kind of things on /dev/I2C. It will be something like this. Let's it will be something like /dev/I2C. Now 1 2 3 like that, and UART for STM32F765 and like that. So same kind of entry point you will find on the NutX as well, and the APIs for accessing those peripherals will be the same. So this is a greater advantage. Now why? Because if we are writing something for Raspberry Pi, if we are writing something for BeagleBone, if we are writing any NXP processor, we are writing some codes for Yocto, for OpenW. I don't know much about the OpenWRT, but let's say about a Yocto. So the entry word will be the same, since they all share the only one kernel, Linux. But NutX has their own kernel. It has some architectures are basically the same, and lots of companies are using NutX, like Fitbit, Sony, and there are a couple of other companies as well, I forgot the name, and those are also using the NutX. And